Shalom. To start, I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Shai, Ba'ashem, Kakadash, the bonus to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and Shalom to the Aki teaching his word, beautiful corners and true sincerity. I'm back with another lesson. Okay, through the spirit of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Shai, and Lord, winning is edifying and straight to the point, but the topic is going to be going into the hellenization of the Israelites, and proving it in the scriptures and how it proves, how we're the Israelites today. Okay, because when you go into, the Hellenization, it talks about how we picked up the custom of the Greeks. Okay, and it proves in the scriptures how, Israel, we picked up those customs. Okay, we were, forced to. Okay, some did it willingly, and, some of us, we were forced to, pick up those different customs. That's why you had Jake back then calling themselves Greeks. Okay, like compared to now, you got us now, we call ourselves Americans. Okay, but that's not really your true biblical nationality. Okay, because all the nations, they all have biblical nationalities. Okay, so we were forced, into it. Okay, we started calling ourselves, some willingly and some didn't know. Okay, but even when you go into Wikipedia, into Hellenization, it says Hellenization or Hellenism is the adoption of Greek culture, religion, language, or identity by non-Greeks. In the ancient period, colonization often led to Hellenization of indigenous peoples. In the Hellenistic period, many of the territories which were conquered by Alexander the Great were Hellenized, right? So, when you read in Maccabees, you read about Alexander. Okay, you read about Alexander the Great. They teach it here, even in America. They talk about Alexander, how great he was, and etc. But this man was wicked as all hell. Like he was on a murdering spree. Okay, and the Lord, when you go into the history, because you got to know the history of the Bible. When you go into history, that it all went according to prophecy. Okay, but to prove that, this is first Maccabees. I'm reading 1, and I'm gonna skip on down. First Maccabees 1 and 1, it says, and it happened after that Alexander, son of Philip the Macedonian, who came out of the land of Shittim, had spent Darius, king of the Persians and Medes. He reigned in his stead the first over Greeks, and made many wars and won many strongholds and slew the kings of the earth. Right, so again, he was mighty. He won many wars. Okay, took down kings because the Lord had it that way. The Lord was, causing this to happen, and went through the ends of the earth and took spoils of many nations, insomuch that the earth was quiet before him, whereupon he was exalted and his heart was lifted up. Right, he was causing a bunch of chaos. He took peace from the earth because, again, because Alexander's biblical nationality, okay, he was an Edomite, man, okay, of the nation, of Edom, okay, Esau, the so-called white man. Okay, this is one of their figures, man. These are one of their one of Esau's one of his forefathers, his great forefathers. Okay, it says, and he gathered a mighty strong host and ruled over countries and nations, kings who became tributaries unto him. Okay, skip down to if I keep on reading, it says, wherefore he called his servants, what's like it? 5, it says, and after these things he fell sick and perceived that he should die. Right, because his time was up. The Lord had him for a season to take peace from the earth, cause many wars, win many wars, kill, take over. And, this where the ball started, rolling, where it got, worse. It said, and after these things he fell sick and perceived that he should die. Wherefore he called his servants, such as were honorable and had brought up with him from his youth, and parted his kingdom among them while he was yet alive. So Alexander reigned 12 years and then died. And his servants bare rule every one in his place. And after his death, they all put crowns upon themselves So did their sons after them many years, and evils were multiplied in the earth. Right, man. You had Alexander, his wicked, generals, man. Okay, I believe it was Antiochus, Ptolemy, Seleucus, and Lemelucius. Okay, it says, and there came out of them a wicked root, Antiochus, surnamed Epiphanes. He was the worst one, son of Antiochus the king, who had been in hostage at Rome, and he reigned in 137th year of the kingdom of the Greeks. In those days went there out of Israel wicked men, who persuaded many, saying, let us go and make a covenant with the heathen that are round about us. For since we departed from them, we have had much sorrow. Right? So you had Jake, like Israelites. Oh yeah, Israelites basically like, let's go make a covenant with the heathen. Let's go make an agreement with them. Okay, because we was catching hell, man. Okay, some just willingly went with it. Okay, and you had some of us that rebelled against it. It says, so this device pleased them well. Then certain of the people were so forward herein that they went to the king, who gave them license to do after the ordinances of the heathen. Whereupon they built a place of exercise at Jerusalem according to the customs of the heathen, and made themselves uncircumcised, and forsook the holy mountain, and joined themselves to the heathen, and were sold to mischief. Right? So, and also being uncircumcised, that's a custom of the heathen. That's why the Lord required us to be circumcised, man. Okay, so they were picking up, traits of the heathen. Okay, and now when the kingdom was established before Antiochus, he thought to reign over Egypt, that he might have dominion over 2 realms. Okay, and I want to skip down also. It's like 44. I'm gonna start at 41. Skip down to 41. It says, moreover, King Antiochus wrote to his whole kingdom that all should be one people. Right? He's trying to join everybody as one. And everyone should leave his laws. So all the heathen agreed to the commandment of the king. Right? So basically sending out a wicked decree to make everybody forsake the law, statute, or merely wanted Israel to forsake the law, statute, commandments of the Lord, man. Okay? So he signed a decree like, hey, stop serving the Lord. Okay, stop. Okay, follow after my ways. Okay, and it says, and everyone should leave his laws. So all the heathen agreed according to the commandment of the king. Yea, many also of the Israelites consented to his religion, and sacrificed unto idols, and profaned the Sabbath. Salaki. For the king has sent letters by messengers unto Jerusalem and the cities of Judah, that they should follow the strange laws of the land, and forbid burnt offerings and sacrifice and drink offerings in the temple, that they should profane the Sabbath and festival days, and pollute the sanctuary and holy people, set up altars and groves and chapels of idols, and sacrifice swine's flesh and unclean beasts, that they should also leave their children uncircumcised, and make their souls abominable with all manner of uncleanness and profanation, to the end that they might forget the law and change all the ordinances. And whosoever would not do according to the commandment of the king, he said he should die. And he, the selfsame manner, wrote he to his whole kingdom, and appointed overseers over all the people, commanding the cities of Judah to sacrifice city by city. So that's what Antiochus wanted, man. Okay, for us to leave our ways and follow after, their customs. Okay, leave our customs to follow his custom, wicked customs. Okay, he targeted us. Okay, and we also back it up in 2 Maccabees 6:1. Not long after this, the king sent an old man of Athens to compel the Jews to depart from the laws of their fathers, and not to live after the laws of God. Okay. And to pollute also the temple in Jerusalem, to call it the temple of Jupiter, Elapius, if I said that right, Salakia, and that in Gerizim of Jupiter, the defender of strangers, as they did desire that dwelt in the place. The coming in of this mischief was sore and grievous to the people, for the temple was filled with riot and reveling by the Gentiles, who dealt with harlots, had to do with women within the circuit of the holy places, and beside that brought in things that were not lawful. That the altar also was filled with profane things which the law forbiddeth. Neither was it lawful for a man to keep the Sabbath days or ancient fasts, and to profess himself at all to be a Jew, right? So, they made us leave our customs, man. Okay, the Hellenization of Israel. Okay, us, being forced to leave our customs. Some agreed and some, we tried to fight against it, man. And us that tried to fight against it, we were killed, man. The judgment was death. Okay, but this proves who we are, because the scriptures talk about, how we will forget ourselves, how we will have to come back to remembrance. Okay, and when you read the story with Paul, in Galatians 3:28, it says, "For there is neither Jew nor Greek, there is neither bond nor free, there is neither male nor female, for ye are all one in Hamashiach Yahushai. And if ye be Hamashiachs, then are ye Abraham's seeds and heirs according to the promise," right? So, neither Jew nor Greek, Israelites calling themselves Greek, man. Okay, even though that didn't matter at the time, because, as it says, you are all one in Hamashiach Yahushai. Now you have Israelites calling themselves, American. That don't mean that you're not an Israelite. That don't mean you can't get delivered, because we're all new. We're all made anew. Okay, when you go into the word Greek, it goes to Ellen or Helen. Okay, Hellenization. Okay, it says a Greek, either by nationality, whether a native of the mainland or of the Greek islands or colonies. In a wider sense, the name embraces all nations, not Jews that made the language. So I can read again. In a wider sense, the name embraces all nations, not Jews that made the language, customs, and learning of the Greeks their own. Okay. The primary reference is to a difference of religion and worship, right? So, Israel, we called ourselves that. We picked up their customs, man. Okay, we picked up their customs. We started calling ourselves Greek, doing those things. Okay, but hey, we living in a time now where, okay, we're coming out of that. Okay, we in the land of our captivity. The scripture said we will remember ourselves. Okay, this is how you pinpoint who the true people are. Okay, who the true people are. Because the scriptures tell you that the Lord not come back to save everybody. When you read Matthew 24, this is red letter. Okay, Matthew 24, and start at 30. It says, "And then shall appear the sign of the Son of Man in heaven," right, Yahushai. "And then shall all the tribes of the earth mourn, that they shall see the Son of Man coming in the clouds of heaven with power and great glory," right? "And he shall send his angels with a great sound of a trumpet, and they shall gather together his elect from the four winds, from one end of heaven to the other," right? So his elect, okay, who are the elect? 144,000, okay, are going to be what it says, gathered from the four corners of the earth. Because again, we're scattered, man. We're scattered amongst different nations, man. Okay, so the Lord is gonna come and scoop us up. But hey, with that, Lord willing, this vessel was edifying. I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Al-Shah, Ba'ashem, Rakak, double honors to the apostles, others, the great millstone, and Shalom to the Agim teaching this word through the four corners, and true with sincerity. Shalom.